I'll tell you a Maisa just to conclude, to give you an idea of what it means. Rabbi Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld was walking the streets and he saw in Yerushalayim a 4-year-old girl crying. She was in front of a school. He asked them in school, why is she crying? And they said, today's the first day of school. The girl's mother is critically ill in the hospital. The doctors say she won't make it. And nobody came to pick up the 4-year-old. So Rabbi Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld got the address of the 4-year-old girl and he walked her home. I could end the story there. You don't have to call an Uber or Lyft. He did it himself. He walked into the house and the house was in total disarray. He told the people in the house, I want you to know 2 things. Number 1, this 4-year-old's mother is going to have a complete refuah shalema. And number two, the mother is going to walk this 4-year-old down the chuppah. A little while later, the mother had a complete refuah shalema. Doctors were incredulous, but it's not possible. What do you mean? It can't be. Rabbi Yosef Chaim Sonnenfeld said, what are you asking? She had a refuah shalema quickly. And then the second part was she would walk this girl down her chuppah. The girl was 17. She was getting read excellent shidduchim. But she was really, really picky. And nobody was good enough. Now I'm going to stop the story now for less than 5 seconds. I've said this story 3 times in the last 2 days, including last night, to a Sfardish Kehillah. Don't think you have the story figured out. You don't. I've said it in enough places. I tell you, you don't have it figured out. So the 17-year-old was very, very picky. The shidduchim aren't good enough for her. She's now 20. A younger sibling wanted to get married, so the younger sibling gets engaged and married. But the girl's still picky. Now our 4-year-old's not 17 or 20, she's 23. The shidduchim just aren't right. Another younger sibling, a brother, can't wait. He goes out and he gets married. She's now 26. 2 younger siblings can't wait any longer. She can't make up her mind. They go out and they get married. Our 4-year-old is not 17 or 20 or 23 or 26. She's south of 32, just before her 32nd birthday. The last few remaining siblings can't wait anymore. They get engaged and they finally get married. And now she is read shidduchim, not like 15 years earlier when she was 17, but she gets read a shidduch, she accepts it, and they get engaged. And like Rabbi Yosef Chaim said, the night of this 4-year-old, now 32, the 32-year-old's chasana, the mother walks her down the chuppah. The next morning, everyone gets up but the mother. The mother died in her sleep. She walked the child down the chuppah, and now she died in her sleep. Thank you. This girl of 32, instead of going to her first Sheva Brachos, goes to her mother's Levaya. As is the custom, especially in Yerushalayim, you ask Mechila from a parent before the Kvura. This Kala of 12 hours goes to her mother before she's lowered into the ground, and she says, Ma, I want to ask you Mechila. I know for 15 years I was so picky, and I really, really upset you. I'm sorry. I'm begging you, bet Mechila. But I want you to know before you go to the Kisei HaKavod why I was so picky. Because I wanted all of my younger siblings to also benefit from Rabbi Yosef Chaim's bracha. I wanted all of my younger siblings to benefit from his bracha and to have you by their chuppah. And once every one of them benefited from Rabbi Yosef Chaim's bracha and had you by their chuppah, then after the last one, then I was ready. But please, be meichel me. And the reason that I told you not to think you had the story figured out is because people hear it and they think, oh, I know why she was picky. She wanted her mother at her own chuppah. No, nothing, nada, efes, zilch, garnish. It had nothing to do with her. Her only concern was, I have younger siblings. I am willing to wait 15 years so that younger siblings also benefit from Rabbi Yosef Chaim's bracha. And once you were by every one of their chasanas, then I was ready to listen. Obrach bet mechila. Because some people lead a selfless existence. It's about removing choshech. What can I do to make your life easier?